Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, this video might trigger some people. So I apologize in advance, but I really don't care. First and foremost, I will be talking about this guy, in particular named Chris Drew 93. Don't spread hate to him. I don't mean this to be in like a negative, like, or to bash him. It's just, he's like the first, he's literally just the first example that showed up in my feed, so I'm gonna address his comments in particular because I'm too lazy. It's more out of laziness. I'm too lazy to just bring up more examples. So, on this More Scams, Worse Rates video, I specifically talked about how I don't like that KLab was reducing the rates of pulling banner characters, and this guy posted, he's like, everyone proving they don't understand how rates work. Odds of pulling who you want are the exact same they've always been. Now, I said, cap AF, you're not factoring in the chance of pulling a banner when there was 3 units, nor when fillers were implemented but excluded from step 5, which I'll get into the whole rate stuff and probabilities, and I also want to talk about the 2 character banners versus the 3 character banners, because, sure, we'll get into that. We'll get into everything, but I also want to talk about this because this also ended up kind of annoying the hell out of me as well. So we'll get into this in a second. I just want to start. Let's start pulling up everything about the rates, because KLab has actually lowered the rates for pulling banner characters over the course of this year alone. I feel like I feel like in their minds they've slowly transitioned into their new system, but for me personally, I feel like it's so fast because they familiarized us with this 6% rate 3 character banners for the last literally like 4 years, and now they're changing up the format, and they're still keeping the 6% stuff, but we'll get into it. So first and foremost, the start of the change will start off with Machine Society, because that's the last of the step 5, 10, 20 for guarantees a 5-star featured character, and then we're going to go into the Spirit Society banner, and then we're going to go into, I understand that the Redux banner came out first, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to start off with the Spirits Are Forever With You banner instead, because I feel like more people try to summon on this banner as opposed to the Redux banner, just because limited banner, right? And then we're going to go into Arena, which is going to be the Grimjaw banner, which he is premium pull. All right, so at the very least you can save your orbs there. So let's just get into it. Let's look up Chris Drew, bless you, Spray, and appreciate you, bro. now like I said, I don't want to spread any hate towards Chris. It's literally just the first example, and I see this a lot of the time. I see this a lot actually with this, like, what is it called? Now I see this Stockholm Syndrome a lot, where people are like okay with the diminishing rates of pulling banner characters. So he goes here, the funniest part about this is that the rates haven't even changed. Really? Come on. I kind of have a theory that the reason the banners have been so mid recently, no, that's not it. Here it is. To anyone upset about the rates, the 3% split is technically an improvement. Your odds of pulling who you want is exactly the same, and once you're at step 5, you actually have a better chance to pull who you want because there's less featured units, although I do understand pulling 2015 dupes can be annoying. Now, Luffy, what you gotta say about that? Yeah, for real though. Alright, so getting into it, let's start talking about everything else. Okay, so let me grab this. Oh, actually, let me go over here so I can get a little bit more space so that I could write more. Okay, so I bring up my little snipping tool. Now, going into this banner, first and foremost, you'll see here that the Machine Society banner had 12 characters, no 1% filler, 2% filler, 1.5% filler, 3% filler, none of that. So literally, but to be fair, you also had a lot of bad value characters. When it came down to it, you have Renji, the Kione Santaro, and Shinji. These characters are pretty meh. Redux Toshiro, I'm not going to go over the value of the characters aside from just like these 3 characters are doo-doo, so I guess you can understand why it could be annoying. Now, going into here, let's write down Machine Society. I'm writing with a mouse, so apologies for the sloppiness. It is a 1.5% chance per single, right, including per multi, except for step 5. And step 5, the one single, it has a 25% chance when it's guaranteed 5-star to be a brand new banner character. That being said, Don't forget that step 5 is still 9 singles with the 1.5% rate with a 6% chance to get a 5-star, however 1.5% chance for it to be a banner. Now going into the next banner, we had Spirit Society, where they actually said 1 featured 5-star character guaranteed at certain steps, and here is where they started implementing the 4.5% featured rate and a 1.5% other featured rate. A lot of people who kind of dislike this. I personally actually like this a lot more than the Machine Society banner because of one reason, and that is less featured characters. There was only 9 featured. I'm kind of blocking the Cayenne over here, so just keep that in mind. So let's write down Spirit Society, it's so annoying. 1.5% chance of pulling a banner character, because there's still 3 banner characters, 0.5% per character, and then you have the step 5 guaranteed featured character, which is okay. I could definitely do a lot. I could definitely do a lot better than that. Though, click 1.5. There we go. I'll just bring it down a little bit. So 1.5%, but a 33% chance on step 5 per guaranteed 5-star character. But remember, like I said, step 5 still has 9 summons in it with a 1.5% chance to pull a banner. Then K-Lab started changing it up with the Redux banner and the Don Kanonji banner. And with the Don Kanonji banner, I'll post here my message to Cool. I specifically said, like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, this is really bad. If they continue this trend, I feel like this could be the trend. And this is ended up being the trend because the movie banner is also 2 characters, right? And I don't know if that's for K-Lab to try to stretch out the content. Maybe they don't have enough characters on the list to try to stretch out the content for several years to come. Let's be real here. K-Lab's trying to make, like, milk as much money as possible, which is fair. But they also lost the 1,000-year Blood Roar license, so I also see them trying to get us to spend more money by lowering the rates. That being said, if you provide less value, you end up losing the customer as a whole. I don't really feel inclined to spend money on these banners anymore, and nor do I feel like whaling anymore. And that's really, for the company-wide, like the company, that's bad. For me, I like it. Don't get me wrong, they can lower the rates all they want because it's just helping me save money. Alright, so here I wanted to bring up Shrinkflation, which is the act of charging you the same amount of money for whatever product, which would be equivalent to, like, say 5 steps. Like, you still get the same 5 steps, but since there's less banner characters, there's less orbs being put out, there's less value in banners and stuff like that, because like I showed, the 1.5% versus 1% chance throughout the summons, you're actually getting less banner characters overall in the long run. So, like, you'll see here, Toblerone, they changed their stuff to account for inflation, but instead of charging you more money, they just remove they just give you less chocolate, which, like, that's one way to charge. Like, that's like a perfect example of shrinkflation. For $20, or 60 grams versus 55 grams. Obviously, they're not charging you $20 for a little piece of chocolate, but you'll see here 2 liters to 1.75 liters, but they charge you the same amount of money to make you feel like they're not going to lose you as a customer. And I feel like K-Lab's changing so quickly that they're losing customers, because I'm personally not inclined to spend as much money, right? Like 59 versus 52, but they charge you the same amount of money, and they also make the packaging look the same, but you'll see here that it's just slightly skinnier on the outer edge, right? The Coca-Cola can is slightly skinnier. The salad cream over here, 655 to 605, still near the same height, but just slightly smaller. Johnson & Johnson soap, Pringles are also a lot smaller, and that's so that they keep you as a customer while manipulating the size, so that you feel like you're getting the same stuff, but you're more inclined to continuously buy the product. If I charged you $1 for a bacon, egg, and cheese, and then you come the next day and I start charging you $1.50, and then the next year I start charging you $1.75 to $2, you might be less inclined to actually show up, as opposed to if I just gave you a smaller sandwich, marginally a smaller sandwich every single day, and then just keep you as a customer. You know what I mean? That being said, for the average free-to-play player, it's kind of annoying for them because it's a lot less chance of pulling a banner. And the argument that you see with these guys, with Chris Drew, is they're talking about specifically one character. That being said, how often do you guys summon on a banner and you're okay, and you only want one character? A lot of times you might just want one character. For me personally, when Lisa, Spirit Society Shinji, and White Ichigo came out, I wanted all of them. And if I pulled one banner character in 5 steps, I was happy. And even though I wanted one more than the other, it's not like it was like Daddy Ichigo or 5th Anniversary Byakuya, where they were so overly more broken than anything else that there's only one character that you would want. That being said, when you come into like Spirits Are Forever With You and there's only 2 characters, it's like, why am I summoning on this banner and not just the individual? And then you have the arena banner with Grimmjow, who why would you even summon on this banner? Because it's 0.5% chance to pull a banner character, and then on top of that, the banner value is just not really there. So going into Spirits Are Forever With You, I'll just do SFW, safe for work, right? And this banner actually had a 1% chance to pull a banner character because there's only 2 banner characters, and then it is a 33% chance, so they kept the same rate for the guaranteed 5-star step of pulling a banner character on step 5 and 10. Now, keep in mind that this 33% chance is only valid for 25 steps. Like, I believe this was only 25 steps before you were kind of kicked in the teeth and sent to fend for yourself. Hopefully you pulled the banner character that you wanted by then, otherwise you're literally screwed. Okay. But that's where I get kind of annoyed with this guy. So Zixian sent me this message. He's like, what you said doesn't really make sense, though the percentages that he posted here don't really, I don't understand what he was even talking about. But when you come over here with Bad at Math Dummy over here, it is significantly better if you go to step 5 and want a specific character. So if you want a specific character, yeah, sure. But like the reality is, a lot of people understand that the rates of pulling the specific one character that you want the most in the banner, you're probably not going to pull it unless you have a lot of orbs saved up. If you're just trying to do 5 to 10 steps per new banner, which is like the average that KLab gives us in terms of orbs, unless you can clear hard guild quests and you have a lot of these resurrection units as they come out, which KLab has been slowing the process of new characters, and they've also slowed down the process of resurrected characters, which means not only is less orbs being circulated into the economy, but it's also making it harder to pull new characters, which is why a lot of these rerun banners are literally, how many of you older players that have been playing for like 2 years notice the lack of new characters that you can actually pull in these newer banners, individuals, the fillers, the 1,000-year Blood War banners, etc. Right? It's slowly it's diminishing at a much quicker rate now than ever before, because not only are you getting less orbs because they slowed down resurrections, but you're also getting less orbs because they're slowing down the amount of banner characters that they're coming out with. Now he goes here, if you just want any new character, then your odds are actually the same as with 3-character banners. False. Well, I mean, technically false, which I'll get into the logistics of that in a bit. 2-character banners are always more likely to result more likely to result in you pulling new characters the more orbs you spend. False. So it's you who doesn't understand how these banners have been working. So let's start with this. If you just want any new character, then your odds are actually the same as with 3-character banners. That's actually false, because when you look at the math, oh, hold on, let's put arena. We'll put just an A because I can't be bothered. So 0.5% chance. I'll put a nice big 0 right there, and then it is a 1 in 6 chance. So 1 divided by 6. 16.6. Okay, so 16. I'll just put 17. I'll round up for you. I'll round up for you. Okay, so if you just want any new character, click here, then your odds are actually the same as with 3-character banners. That's false, because we literally can see the math here that even with the Machine Society banner, your rate of actually pulling a character, okay, when you do 5 steps, that's 49 summons, where you have a 1.5% chance of pulling a banner character versus 1% chance of pulling a banner character. You have a 50% higher chance of pulling a banner character in the 5 steps minus the guaranteed. We're not even going to calculate the guaranteed yet. A 50% chance higher to pull a banner character in a 3-character banner. 50%. stupid. It's dumb. I don't understand where you get the math of it's better. The 2-character banner, they're better. No. And that's where I agree with Chris, because if you're going for one specific character, which I still hate that argument, by the way, one specific character, because then you're still saying that you're okay with them lowering the amount of characters that they're coming out with, lowering the amount of resurrections they're coming out with, because like it's less orbs for the community. And then you have the arena, which is 0.5% chance, and then 17% chance on 17% chance to pull a banner on the main banner because there's no individual for the Grim Job. Okay, and let's see here. 2-character banners are always more likely to. I'm not correcting that. Always more likely to result in you pulling new characters the more orbs you spend, but that's false. So it's you who doesn't understand how that's been working. I literally just proved that it's false. You have a 50% higher chance. Like, you cannot say that this one summon in 1100 orbs after 49 summons, because that's, you have to do the 5 steps, which means you have to do at least 49 summons. You have a 50% chance to pull a banner character. Now, the fact that you have a 33% chance in Spirit Society makes it a lot more likely to pull a banner throughout the steps, and that is important. If you just say, oh, but step 5 is better with 2 characters as opposed to 3 characters when it was like Machine Society Nemo. Excuse me. Then you can argue like, oh, but step 5 is better with this banner as opposed to this. But then you're completely excluding steps 1 to 4, which is really, really important. And then you have the mega whales who, like, let's say we go past step 25. What then? Step 26? Over and over and over again. You lose this. This whole thing is gone. This whole thing is gone after step 25, which you could be saying, oh, but that's unlikely. Not many people have that many orbs. You'd be surprised. The amount of times I'll log into an account and they have like 11,000 orbs, I'm like, how do you have this many orbs? It's like, oh, there's no good banners to summon on. Makes sense, because the value has been getting worse and worse and worse. Like none of these characters are really meta, except for White Ichigo for guild quest and epic raids, but you're not really using the White Ichigo really in that many other places. Spirit Society Shinji, he's not really meta unless you want to run him in arena and hope to God that you're not paired up against the Daddy Ichigo. And Lisa, she's a link slot unit, so I mean, I guess you go for the link slot unit, but if you already have Rukia, which they've been pawning Rukia off like the plague, then she's not really all that necessary at all. Spirits Are Forever With You banner, Uryu, if you have Kenpachi, why would you want to get Uryu when everyone allows you to auto with Kenpachi anyways, because they know that Kenpachi's garbage? Why would you work with Don Kanonji when you can work with Daddy Ichigo or with, what's his killer? Is he Hollow, Rancor killer? Okay, why would you work on him instead of like Candace or, who's a Hollow killer for Mind that's really good? Or Koga? Like, I mean, I know he got the whip, but like, I mean, come on, like, why would you waste orbs on that if you have Koga? And Koga's premium pool, so you'll probably get that dude 5/5 before you get another Don Kanonji. And then Arena Pantera, he's premium pool, so you're probably not going to summon on this banner. Though I'm fine with this banner the way it is. I just don't like that he's alone. I feel like if they came out with a 2-character banner for Arena, a 2-character banner mid-month, 2-character banner end of the month, I'm fine with that. I'm like, okay, cool. So like, there's still a lot of characters coming out, and if Arena's always premium pool, I think that would be actually really dope for the community. I think I would not have a problem at all. But to just straight up say 2-character banners are always more likely to result in you pulling new characters is just flat out wrong. Like in every aspect. Literally, you're saying, oh yeah, the more orbs that you spend, you'll get more banner characters in a 2-character banner is literally stupid. 50% chance. My good sir. 50% higher chance of pulling a banner. Because 2 times 1.5 is 3. Simple math. Simple math. Anyways, my honest thoughts when it comes to the rates in the game, I'm fine with the 2-character banners. I understand that a lot of people might not like me saying, I know it's a hot take. I know that people might be a little sus with it and all that. And I feel for the free-to-play community, especially the free-to-play community that's getting screwed because it's not really worth spending orbs on banners. But I don't necessarily see that being too bad of a thing because now you can be a lot more selective. And with the lack of 1000 Year Blood War new characters coming in, if you really want the older 1000 Year Blood War characters, which I actually don't remember, when's the last time the 1000 Year Blood War banner came out? dude, it's been over a month since the last 1,000-year Blood War banner, and that is actually kind of scary because that means that they're cutting down. Like, we got May 19th and May 5th. We had Daddy Ichigo and Yamamoto's banner. April, we only got 1,000-year Blood War banner. March, we got 2. February, we got 1. January, we got the brand new Daddy Ichigo Rukia, and then we had the Stern Raider banner. So the fact that we didn't get a 1,000-year Blood War banner this year, actually, now that I'm looking at it, is actually mortifying to me. Dang, I'm sorry, I'm in panic mode right now. Holy crap. Yeah, but like the way that I see it is, you guys, since the value of going for these characters is so bad now, you have the opportunity to save for particular banners that you actually want to summon on. Like, say you need link slot potion units, then you can go for the link slot potions. You probably have the orbs because like the value of actually summoning has gone down. And I don't see this as a good thing. I personally love it when Caleb is coming out with trap banner on trap banner on trap banner with really good value that makes you want to summon and makes you want to waste your orbs. And the reason for that is variety is important to me. I understand that people are like, oh, but like, I don't want to have to summon on every banner. Then don't. Learn a little bit of self-control, prioritize what you feel like you actually need. But when they're coming out with a lot of good banners, that means that you actually have the pick of the litter. And it's like, why would you want a world where it's just chocolate and vanilla when you can get pistachio, rum raisin, and big booty bitches? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see why people are happy with this 2-character banner stuff. Like, it boggles my brain, and I don't know why. In the long run, I don't see this being a good thing. Lowering resurrections, lowering the amount of new characters coming out. I understand that it might prolong the game in terms of like having to pay these designers more money because they have to play test them longer and this and that. Maybe it's also that they're trying to fine-tune these characters so that way they, like, let's be real here, every single one of these characters now has like something to go along with their arena stuff. Like, if you go into this Okiura, for example, you'll see here arena skills: damage to weaken enemies plus 20%. Then we can go into like click on this Renji, arena skills, all stats 40%. I guess they didn't really work on him too much. If we go into the Sapporo, healing effect value plus whatever percent. So like, he actually got like something fine-tuned to him, you know what I'm saying? So I personally think that this arena stuff is definitely cool, but I also feel like this arena stuff is gonna hinder the character creation portion of the game if they don't get it in line. I personally feel like arena should be I don't want to say focused, but I feel, oh look, paralysis immunity for Yoruichi. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. Slap the hell out of those Spirit Society Shinji someone, huh? But it is what it is. Personally, I don't like them lowering the amount of characters they come out per month. If they come out with higher rates to pull these banner characters, I'll be completely fine with that. I do want there to be value for the pay-to-play community to feel it upon themselves to want to spend money on the game. OP Wild has quit because he was disrespected immensely by Caleb, and he was one of the biggest whales. He literally had like every single character 5/5. And he stopped wanting to play the game because he got disrespected. Imagine you go to your local deli every single day. You get the bacon, egg, and cheese with some hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? You get the seasoning, you get the salt and pepper. You feel me? And then like one day you walk in and then you hear like everybody talking shit about you in particular and how you are not welcome there and how you are not cool with anybody there or nobody likes you. And then they're like, So they kick you out, and then they realize, dang, this guy spent a lot of money at my place. I should probably just pretend that he's welcome here. And that I find incredibly dirty. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, as Grind will catch up here, stay blessed. Don't throw hate at these people. Don't throw hate at my boy Drew. Don't throw hate at my boy Dumb Bunny. And I guess I will leave it at that. You guys Grind will catch up here, stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.